Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft All the Mods 8. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make and use the BaBee Incubator, which is part of the Productive Bees mod. This is the device you're going to use for a couple different things, primarily from age to age a baby bee to an adult bee very quickly. You can also use it to make some bees depending on the situation. So, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button so that way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Alrighty. So, first thing we're going to need to make is a daylight detector. And that's going to be 3 pieces of glass, 3 nether quartz, and 3 wooden slabs. And then for the actual BaBee incubator itself, you're going to use that daylight detector, 1 hay bale, and then 7 iron ingots. So relatively easy. The quartz means you're going to have to probably get to the nether first, but you can still get it pretty early in the game. All right. So the way this works is, again, it takes baby bees and turns them into an adult automatically, or automatedly. So we're going to look at that. So here we have a breeding chamber, and I have it connected to a creative energy battery, and right now it's breeding yellow carpenter bees and green carpenter bees and getting us lumber bees. But if we hit the shift button over this lumber bee, we'll see that it's listed as a child. Well, we need that to be an adult in order to breed it or use it for other different things. So that's where we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our, let's grab one of these guys, BaBee Incubator. Now, the incubator itself also needs an RF energy source. You can use any RF power source in the game, windmills, generators, reactors, anything you like, solar. For this tutorial, I'm just using a creative energy battery, but you can use any source that you'd like. So we're going to grab ourselves some energy pipes and a pipe wrench, and we're going to go ahead and connect this just like we have our chamber. And if we look here, now you can see it has full energy. All right, so basically what's going to happen is you're going to put the cage that holds your baby bee here in this left slot, and it's going to age it into an adult. Now it has slots for upgrades, so you can put up to 4 upgrades in here. And then there's this center slot down here, which is what's going to basically be the fuel type that you're using. For this situation, we're going to be using honey treats. So let's grab a stack of honey treats. There we are. And the honey treats go in the bottom slot right here. So we're going to grab ourselves that baby bee. We have a lumber bee right here. And we're going to take that and we're going to set it inside the first slot. Now this arrow is going to start to fill up, basically. It's going to be a pretty slow process in its basic form. I definitely recommend putting in some speed upgrades once you have the capability to make them, but those can be, require a little bit further in the game components to make them. But this arrow is going to go from left to right, like many different machines, and when it fills, your baby bee is going to be an adult bee. Now you can just find a baby bee in the wild if you make one. Here we go. There's just a baby bee here, and you can just feed it honey treats automatically, and that will also bring down its timer. If you look in the upper left, it said growing time 634 seconds. But, you know, they're constantly moving around and going in and out, and so that can be a little bit harder to hit them with the honey treats if they keep moving around or hiding inside of their nests or inside of their hives. So this is a way to speed that up a little bit, and also to automate it, because you can have a chest feeding in from the top, supplying the bees that you already have bred, or you could have it coming directly from your breeding chamber. You could have another chest feeding in, filling it up with honey treats, and then another chest pulling out, all of these with item pipes, of course, pulling it out so that way you don't have to keep coming back. You can automate this process pretty easily. So you can see it's well over half the way at this point. We're going to let it finish itself out, and we'll see the process again. If we scroll over it and hold this, hold the shift key, it's going to show us that it is a child with its different specifics. Let's fast forward to where it is just about done. All right. So as you can see, it's just about to finish up here. It's almost done. And we'll wait for it to just completely pop them out here. And it should move from the left slot over to the right slot. Just about done. We're right at 90-some% here. And there we are. So as you can see, now if I hold shift over this, it's now an adult with the rest of its specifics. And the rest of the specifics pretty much going to be the same. Turning it from a child to an adult does not change things like its type, productivity, weather tolerance, etc. But it will go ahead and make that an adult bee. So now you can use that bee for breeding, or if you want to set it out in the world next to a, let's grab this, next to one of these beehives. It now has the ability to go gather from the flower and put it in there, and it will start producing any type of material it makes. Now, not all bees, of course, go in hives. Some of them, like the carpenter bees and leafcutter bees, they have different jobs. They don't produce honeycomb, but any bee that produces honeycombs will go into one of the beehives or advanced beehives and then start producing those combs, giving you the product or item that that bee makes. And then you can just go ahead, rinse and repeat, grab that, throw another one in there. You see that it went from 64 to 44 honey treats. So it uses 20 honey treats for each process of changing a bee from a child to an adult. So you're going to need a fair amount of honey treats. So automating that and having them go in automatically would probably be very beneficial if you're looking to age a lot of them. Now, the last thing that the bee incubator can be used for, the other thing, is to create a bee using DNA. We're going to go ahead and take that out of here, and I'm going to grab one of these honey treats. Okay? So you can get genes, is what they're known as, and different genes aren't going to show up in the JEI specifically, but different types of genes can be used to create spawn eggs. So let's go here real quick, and we're going to look up a iron bee spawn egg. Okay, so here we have an iron bee spawn egg, and if we click on that, it'll tell us that we need an incubator, and if you have an egg and a honey treat that has been combined with 100% iron genes, it will give you an iron bee spawn egg. Now, I'm going to be doing another tutorial that shows how to get the different genes and such, so that's definitely something I recommend keeping an eye out for. But that tutorial will show you how to make the spawn eggs, which again are components you're going to need to be able to make a lot of the different bees are going to require different types of spawn eggs. And so there's a process for that. But the incubator is also used for that process as well, even though it's a little bit more advanced, and we'll see that in a future tutorial. Alrighty, well, that's going to do us for this one. Now, if you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my tutorials, please be sure to put that down in the comments, and I'll do my very best to get back with you as soon as I possibly can, as well as if you have any recommendations or suggestions for other tutorials you'd like to see in All the Mods 8. I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, Onlydraven.com, and down at the bottom of the homepage is a place you could submit questions, suggestions, or recommendations for tutorials directly through via email. I'm happy to get them that way as well. While you're at the website, you'll find a lot of different resources, like links to my socials and things like that, streaming schedule. So I do recommend checking out the website. There's a lot of great stuff there. But that is going to do me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.